guys, it's Alex. So for today's video, we are tackling the iOS 14 for this week's video. I'm so excited, and before I start this video, I just wanted to mention that I am doing a giveaway. So I will have a photo of the giveaway, a link to the video of the giveaway as well on the screen for you guys to check out. I'm giving away some AirPod Pros and other goodies as well, so definitely check it out if you're interested. And for today's video, let's just go ahead and get started. So first things first, I feel like the first thing officially is to just update your phone. So in case you don't know how to update your phone, but I feel like many of you might already know how to do this, but just in case, we go to settings. So you go to settings and then you go to general and just software update, and here it'll just pop up in here the iOS 14. Mine is up to date, so I don't need to update it, but in case you haven't, that's the first step that you should take, is just updating your phone. So once you have done that, you kind of have to let it sit for a little bit and just let it update. So once you are able to update your phone, it'll look a little bit different, but not too crazy, to be honest. The thing that you should do first after updating your iOS 14 is to just get rid of the apps that you no longer want, that you realize you don't use, just decluttering, kind of cleaning up your space on your phone. For example, if you have an app right here like this one, Snapchat, right now, you just edit home screen. So the three options are going to be deleting the application, moving it to the app library, or canceling. So in this case, what you can do if you want to move to app library, you just press move to app library, you press done, and you will see the Snapchat app or whatever app you move to the app library right here. So these are all the apps that I have moved to my app library for my own just personal choice of just wanting these in the app library. These apps are not visible in your actual home screen or anything. So that's by personal choice. However you want to organize your phone is totally up to you. Whatever apps you mostly use versus the apps that you don't really use, and versus the apps that you don't really mind like digging for. So the app library looks like this. Inside of these app library folders, you can see more of the apps. This is what these folders look like basically, but I thought I would explain that. So definitely just go ahead and organize your phone however you choose to and whatever works best for you. So the next thing that I really want to talk about is the Widget app. I don't know if you guys have heard, I've seen this a lot go around. So the Widgetsmith app is something, it's right here, down here on the corner of my phone. But you can download this for free on the Apple Store. So if you just look up Apple Store, you can just search it on here and look for Widgetsmith. It's kind of becoming like a very known thing recently. So I already have it downloaded, but you can just open it right here. So in terms of Widgetsmith, what I use it for is to add my widgets on my phone. So the things that you are seeing right here, the little quotes, the little pictures, everything, the medium-sized calendar, all that stuff, I have been able to do it with Widgetsmith. So in order to add a widget onto your phone, all you have to do is create a widget in here. So we're gonna create one together, we can do like a small one. So we can add a small widget right here in blue. Just click on there, and once you click on that, you get to customize it. So these are just, there's a small, medium, and large options. So we're creating a small right now. You get to pick and customize a lot of things, which I like. I feel like I wish there was more room for customization personally, but this is what we're gonna work with. So in terms of this, you can add like the dates or time, locations, clocks, or anything. Personally, for now, I'm going to add a photo. So right here, this is how I did these right here, the little photos right here that I have on the Widgetsmiths. So this is how I did it. I just want to show you guys, but you go to Widgetsmith every single time to add a new one, and you can add a photo or photos from your album, which sometimes can be like panoramas where they can just change throughout the day and stuff like that. You can add some custom text if you want to write something, or just a blank one, or you have different options. You can definitely look through your options. So we're gonna add a photo right here. So we add a photo, and you're gonna select a photo down here, selected photo. Allow access to your phone. You can select a photo, and we're gonna choose just something from here. So kind of like this right here. So you're just gonna go back and save. Make sure you press the save button, and you'll see it right here. This is my small number 5. You can change the names for these, but I just find it easier to just keep them like this. So this is my small number 5, and these are the rest. I already had that up there, but yeah, so small number 5 is right there. So once you go back to your home screen, your regular screen, you can just tap on anything and edit home screen, and you're gonna press this plus sign on the corner of my phone, on your phone, and you're gonna add a widget. So you're gonna go to Widgetsmith and you're gonna choose which widget you want to add. So we just created a small number 5 widget. So you're just gonna add a widget for that button down there, and there it is. So you can select, if you just press on that widget that you just added onto your home screen, you can just click small number 5 or whichever you want, depending on which photo you have for which. But that's what I just added. So you can either just move it around, rearrange it, move it wherever you want, and it'll just sit there tight. So I just like doing that. I'm gonna remove it right now, but I just like doing that. I feel like it really just makes things look prettier and nicer. You can add photos of your friends or anything you want, but that's how you do that. Something else to keep in mind is also the other larger and medium size Widgetsmiths. So these, for example, the calendar, we're gonna go to Widgetsmith right now and just go and select a calendar just to add it. So the way that you just add a calendar is very similar. So you just go here and you just add a medium widget, and then you're gonna press on medium number 2 in my case. You're gonna press on this widget, default widget, and you're just gonna pick. So you have a variety of choices from like different kinds of settings of calendars. If you just prefer having Wednesday, September 23rd, if you just want a big photo. In the last case I did a photo, but in this case we can customize this calendar. So we're gonna select this one, and that has the blue around it. We're gonna move on to font and select what type of font you want. I have been going with the New York font that I really like, so I'm gonna select that. We're gonna go to tint color, and you can pick the color of your font. You can go with any of these bright colors. They don't have a lot of pastel colors, so I just went with the white. I wish they did have more customization, but that's what we're working with right now. And the next thing is the background color. So you can select your grays, your different blacks, or whatever pinkish color. They have more little pastel colors, which I like. So what I selected was the cream right here. So after you pick your color, you're just going to go down and keep selecting the other rest of the things. So you can select a border color as well. It's up to you if you want to add one. I don't have one currently, but I used to use the white one, but I just kind of stopped using it. So you can select a border color, whatever color you want, and then you go back, you press on medium number 2, and then you just save that one. So that is saved as your medium number 2. And same thing is you can just add it, go back to your home screen, just edit, press, and just add with the plus sign on the corner. You just add it and go look for Widgetsmith every single time. And this time we created a medium size, so we're gonna add this one. So press add widget, and there it is. This is the other one that I already had, since I have 2 Widgetsmiths in medium size. So you can just come here, select this, and select number 2, because that's the other one that we made, and it'll pop up right there. So that's what it'll look like, but I'm gonna remove it right now. But that is how you can use your Widgetsmith. It's really, really cool. You can add a bunch of things on here. I like to add little quotes and the beach photo. I added 3 things or 4 things, I guess. I added this calendar format for myself, these little quotes right here, and a photo of the beach, just my own preference. But I will have those all the photos and PNG files and everything that I'm using. I will create a folder on Pinterest and I will have it there for you guys. It'll be called iOS 14, so you guys kind of have access to all of that. Okay, so the next thing that I really want to talk about is adding these app covers that I have. So you will see on the screen that I have kind of like these tan colors, kind of like my shirt. I have these like tan covers on my phone. So the first thing you want to do is download the Shortcut app. So you're gonna go to, in case you don't have it, you're just gonna go to the Apple Store, and right here you can just search up Shortcut right here, and it'll show up down here somewhere. It should, yep, right here. So this is the one. This is the shortcuts right here. So I have it already, but we're just gonna use this. So let's use this, all shortcuts. Okay, so in order to create a app cover, you do have to use the Shortcut app, which will take kind of like an extra couple seconds, maybe an extra 1 second for you to get to the actual app that you are using. So for example, if you notice here, we're gonna go to Instagram, for example. I'm clicking Instagram, so it just took an extra like second for it to get there. So it'll go to shortcut and then Instagram because we're using a shortcut in order to get to the app. So what we're going to do in order to add these covers, in order to create this, is we're going to use the shortcut app. As you can tell, I have like TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, YouTube. So what you need to do is create these as well. So you're going to go to the plus little up here on the corner. You're gonna create a new shortcut and you're gonna add action. So you have to press on action and then you have to press on scripting right here with the X. You're gonna press there and our action is going to be to open app. So I'm gonna click on open app. You're gonna choose what app you want to open. In this case, let's say we do like Instagram. We can do Instagram and I'm gonna choose that. So that's the action, is for the app to be opened. And right here, the three little dots down here lets you customize this look of the app shortcut, basically the app shortcut. But right here you can change the shortcut name, you can change a bunch of things. So the first thing that you're gonna do is just add to home screen. After you press that, you're gonna create the name right here. So I can name it Instagram. And you're gonna press on this photo right here on the purple and it'll let you choose file or choose photo or take photo. You're gonna choose a photo. So after you choose a photo, you're going to go down here and look for your photo. I have created these little PNG/JPEG files for the covers. I can definitely do a video on this, totally separate video on how I did this, but let me know by giving this video a thumbs up in order for me to make that video to customize your app covers. So in order to add your app cover, you're just gonna select one right here from your photo. We did Instagram, so I'm just gonna go with Instagram right here. You can adjust it if you want. It's just gonna do whatever, up to you, whatever you want it to look like. I kind of adjust it a little bit and you're gonna choose and then you're gonna press add and that'll just create it and you'll be done. You press done and then you can just go next. You can create a name right here too. It's totally fine. You don't have to, but yeah, I already created one. But it'll still be here. So it'll be right here. As you guys can tell, I have another Instagram right here. So then you'll have that and that'll work as your shortcut and it'll take you to Instagram. So it's a little bit tedious because you have to do this for every single app that you want a new app cover for. There's no way for you just to change an app cover, you know, like everybody, all the apps have their own app cover. So there's no way to change them other than this. But this is very useful. I did spend some time in changing all these apps just because I like to visually have things go together. So it's just my personal choice. So as I've mentioned, I will have all these little PNG files. I created some for Pinterest, Instagram, and for some apps that I didn't have the actual icon for, I just added like the word messages and then mail for mail, Safari and stuff like that. So that's just my own how I did them. You can just use like a photo that you find on like Pinterest or anything as your app cover. You do not have to create like an actual like full-on Instagram or anything like that cover. But I do personally like that look of that, so that's why I did it. But I will have those linked and available for you guys on my Pinterest. So that is how I created this look of my phone, and we're going to delete this Instagram app right here. Going to hold edit home screen and just delete. So that is how I created this cover and overall just how I achieved this look of my phone right now. Another thing that I do want to mention also for this phone and kind of like the new little features and stuff is some little like tips and tricks that you can, if you want to use. So one of them is if you go to your settings, you guys, you can actually do this feature thing that they just added. You go to accessibility and you go scroll down and you go to, where is it? Okay, you go to accessibility and you go to touch, and if you go all the way down, you see this back tap at the bottom right here. You press right there and there's a thing that you can do. Your two options are double tap and triple tap. So that means that when you tap the back of your phone, double, like you tap it twice. For me, it takes a screenshot, but for my triple tap, it takes me to YouTube. So for example, let's do it right now. I'm gonna double tap my phone right here and it's gonna take a screenshot of, as you saw. And then the triple tap for me is just gonna 1, 2, 3, it'll take me to YouTube. So it is something that is really cool, but at the same time, I've realized that sometimes when I put my phone down or something, like it'll just randomly take a screenshot. So it's kind of sensitive in a way. It's totally up to you if you want to try it. Another thing that you can also do is hide pages. So if you hold down your screen, you can just edit home screen. You see these pages right here. So I have 3 pages. You can just click on those 3 little dots, and if you unselect one of these check marks at the bottom, you can actually hide a page. So you can unselect it. I unselected that one, so I'm gonna go to done, and that page will be hidden, as you can tell. Okay, so just to get it back, I clicked back on the dots, and I'm just gonna check it again in order for it to go back, and press done, and my page will be back there with the rest of my apps. So that's definitely an option if you feel like you want to add your apps but you don't want them visible or something like that. Because app library can be a hassle, I've noticed, in trying to find an app. Like if I need to find an app, like I will kind of like have to go through inside the app library, inside each folder. And since I personally haven't organized these folders, I'm still not familiar, but I do like the organization just because it also does help me be off my phone, because I'm huge on wanting to see, like when I get a notification, when I see a little red dot, I just like, I want to make sure to get rid of it and just like, you know, reply to it or whatever I need to do. And so this way I actually don't see my notifications on any of these apps. As you can tell, you just don't see any. So it's pretty much really easy to just like think that there's nothing to look at, and so I kind of don't really spend as much time on my phone. Another thing that you can also, I guess, look into if you use your alarm or the clock a lot, you can go to clock right here. Some things have changed. In your alarm, when you want to set an alarm, you add a plus and it looks different. You used to be able to kind of like scroll through the times and stuff or something like that. But now you can just hold in this number right here and you move it. And you can just hold both of them, or individually, I believe, or you can just type in the number. So if I want to wake up at like 6 a.m., I'm just gonna do that. If I want to wake up at like 12, I just type it in without having to put in a DOS or anything, and you just press save. I thought that was a little bit different as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe down below if you haven't already. It would really help me out. I really would appreciate it. And let me know if you guys want to kind of get a video on how I created these app covers that I used, and just kind of how you can create any app covers in general. So let me know if you want a video on that. I would definitely love to do that. Let me know by giving this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video next week. Bye guys.